So now here I am, I'm at the whiteboard, and we've added a couple of additional functions to the capabilities of the whiteboard. But before I get there, one thing I want to go over is a technology called object recognition. And that's something that really adds some convenience to using a feature of the panel, such as the whiteboard. And the idea behind it is that the system can differentiate between a thick object, such as my finger, and a thinner object, such as this wooden dowel that I'm using as a stylus. In order to make sure that object recognition is ready to go, I have to make sure that it's actually turned on. And the way to do that is, if I walk over here, I've got this button that looks like a cogwheel. And when I touch that, I want to make sure that this switch is over to the left side. That means on, as you see it right here. And that means that object recognition is ready to go. So the next thing I can do then, to show you how it actually works, is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to choose my writing utensil, and I'm going to choose a color and a thickness with my writing utensil, just like that. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this stylus, and I'm going to choose a different color, and I'm going to keep the thickness exactly as it is. And then watch what happens when I use both my finger and this stylus simultaneously. And that's one of the great features of object recognition, is that you can have two different colors and two different thicknesses of ink on the screen happening at the same time. So one thick stylus and one thin stylus, and you can differentiate between two ideas with different colors and thicknesses. Now, if you have a situation, and again, we'll continue to use the embedded whiteboard for this example, that you are writing and you find that when you're using a stylus, if it seems to be jumping back and forth between either a couple different colors of thicknesses or a different writing utensil, what's probably happening is, it's probably the object recognition is detecting that something else is happening there. It could be a sleeve, it could be the angle at which you're holding the writing utensil. So that's why in a situation like that, you can actually, in the case of the embedded whiteboard, turn the object recognition off. So if I go back to that cogwheel button and I go ahead and flip the switch, so now it's in the off position, then what I can do is, if I take my finger again and the stylus and watch, because now they're both the same color and the same thickness, object recognition is now off.